This is Captain Kirk. He is one of the stars of my new fan fiction, radio drama style play, and I hope you enjoy these things and take a listen. Captain's Log 2124.3. A routine survey of the solar system of the star Proximal 7 has returned a repeating beacon signal emanating from the unnamed Class M third planet, previously unknown to host intelligent life. The beacon has been identified as Klingon in origin and is consistent with an emergency location device automatically activated upon an unscheduled landing or crash. A scan of the planet has identified 4 unidentified life forms congregated near what appears to be a crashed shuttlecraft. No other signals have been identified, nor any visual attempts at communication from the site. At this time, no attempts are being made to communicate with life forms until an assessment can be made. Spock, what do you make of the scans of the landing site so far? Kirk asked. From what I can tell, the ship is in pieces, and there are signs of significant fire damage. We've also detected skeletal remains buried in shallow pits near what looks like an encampment. When did this ship crash? Unable to determine, Spock replied. What is your best guess? I prefer not to guess, Spock said like a robot, but if you insist, I will say less than a year. Klingons do not routinely report the status of their shuttlecraft, especially to the Federation. From the engineering station, Scotty asked, Are you going to report this crash to the Klingons? After our investigation, Kirk replied, continue to scan the area and report any findings to me directly. A lone light blinked on Uhura's communications board, alerting her to a new communication. She pressed the button and a voice came across her earpiece. Unidentified ship. Do not attempt to transfer your crew to the planet's surface. We require no assistance from you at this time. Notify the Klingon Empire of our location and be on your way, the unidentified voice barked. Kirk looked to Spock and raised his hands and shrugged his shoulders. That was fairly clear, Kirk said. Uhura, contact the Klingons and notify them of our discovery. Yes, sir, Uhura replied and followed the order. Captain, Sulu called out, turning back to see Kirk sitting in his command chair. The ship, it's gone, and the Klingons. What do you mean gone? Kirk asked. There was a flash of energy, and they disappeared from my monitor. Scans show they no longer exist on the planet. Spock spoke up. The computer indicates that we have 4 unidentified individuals located in the conference room. The computer also indicates they are of Klingon origin. Scotty stood up and stepped towards Kirk. Those rotten bastards. They transported on to the Enterprise. Security to the conference room, Kirk barked into his communicator. Spock, Scotty, and Sulu, come with me, Kirk said as he headed into the turbo lift. The door was open when Kirk and his crew arrived, and the 4 Klingons stood under arrest. Phasers drawn, the security guards ensured the Klingon visitors would not be a threat. How did you get on my ship? Kirk snapped. You told us to leave you alone. This was your doing, the Klingon replied. We had nothing to do with this. What is your name? Kirk asked. Kolog, the Klingon replied. Are you in charge? For now, Kolog replied. Spock, Kirk said, keeping his eyes on the Kolog. What's going on? Fascinating, Spock said. We obviously have a mystery on our hands. There must be a third entity we are unaware of that has intervened in the Kolog's behalf. Sulu pulled out his tricorder and pressed a few buttons, waiting for a response. My tricorder indicates a power source, a possible life form in the immediate area. Can you lock it down? Kirk asked. Spock replied, I think the source has arrived, pointing to the alien at the back of the room. Everyone turned to see the alien being, resting on the floor. It looked more like a ball of deformed green jello than a life form, with its thick scaly legs and headless body. The alien pulsated and emitted a dim light as it spoke. I have saved you, was all it said. We did not ask to be saved, Kolog said angrily, especially by an ugly beast such as you. You are ungrateful, the alien replied. Without my assistance, you would have died. I would rather have died than been transported onto this Federation ship, Kolog replied. Now we are prisoners. No, you are not prisoners, Kirk reassured the Klingon. We will make arrangements for living quarters, program the food replicators, and put a security guard on you so you feel safe. How are we to feel safe with your phasers aimed at us? Kolog asked. Holster your phasers. Kirk said to his security guards, and the red shirts complied. What about this alien? Kolog asked. His power is great, and who knows what else it intends to do with us. We will investigate, Kirk replied. No harm will come to you if I can help it. What about harm to you? Kolog asked. That's the end of my little play. These are fun. And Captain Kirk, he loves these things too. Captain Kirk, he is the star, one of the stars of my play. Now, if you get a chance, I ask, would you please follow me, subscribe? If you want to see more of my little plays and see some of my artwork, just come on back. Now, this, another one of my little radio plays. I love doing these. They're a blast to do. Captain Kirk, I think he likes them too because he gets to be a star again. Captain Kirk wants to encourage you guys to like and subscribe and check back because I have about 6 or 8 of these on my page as well now, and I plan to make more because these are fun and enjoyable to do. So like, subscribe, click the bell, ding, 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 ding. Right, Kirk? Right, I say so too. Ding the bell. Thanks.